What's up, guys? Derek here at Pensacon, and I am joined along with Mr. Sam Witwer. Sam, how's it going?
It's going all right. How are you?
Doing very well. How has Pensacon been treating you this weekend?
Good. Everyone's been very, very nice. Some people are dressed as strange creatures and characters, and that's always fun.
That's kind of comes with the territory when it comes to Pensacon.
Yes.
Is this your first time in Pensacola?
It is, yeah.
And what have you thought of just the city in general?
I'm very embarrassed and sad to admit I haven't had a chance to look around.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I flew in. It was like a last-minute thing that they invited me to be here. And then I've had a lot of stuff to work on for this next week in L.A. A lot of stuff I had to prepare, so I just got back to the hotel and I've been reading every night. So
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so it's been work, and
well, what has been your favorite Pensacon experience?
Really just having a squirrel on my shoulder. There's a squirrel wandering around. You know this squirrel?
I've heard rumors.
Yeah. There's like a domesticated squirrel, and they put it on my shoulder and my head and let me pet it, and that was pretty cool.
So the rumors are true?
Yes. The rumors are always true when it comes to squirrels, yes.
So transitioning into your acting career, how did you get into that? Was that something that you knew you wanted to do as a kid, or was it something that kind of came along later?
When I was a kid, I thought I wanted to be an actor, but then I kind of grew up a little bit and became more realistic and decided I wanted to be a rock star instead. And then when high school was coming to a close, I really didn't have any plans, so my parents forced me to audition for Juilliard for acting. And I was like, okay. So I auditioned for the hell of it. I wasn't an actor. I didn't want to be an actor. And then I got in. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm going to start training to be a classically trained actor, which was a weird experience for a long-haired musician like myself.
Understandable, but it's all worked out.
Yeah, I guess it was the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I know you've done voice work on the Clone Wars, and you've been in television as well. Like, what's the difference between preparing to do acting from a voice standpoint as opposed to being on screen?
Well, I don't see it as very different. My process is the same for both, except for voice acting, a little bit more emphasis on what that vocal performance is going to sound like. So a little bit more experimentation beforehand, but it's the same type of thing that I've done on other shows. Like Being Human, there were a lot of times where I had to experiment vocally with a bunch of stuff to see how something would sound before I went on stage and shot it. So it's the same process, really. The only thing that's different is when you arrive, you don't have to care about what you look like when you're doing the
you just go in a room
stuff.
and talk in a microphone.
Yeah, you can, and oftentimes when it comes to vocal performances, it's useful to distort your face in a way that would not be palatable for TV or film. Like, I just did a performance recently that will come out a little bit, where it was useful to contort my face like this and grab my throat and do that. And, if I'm doing that on camera, they're like, why is he grabbing his throat? But for what I was doing, this was fine,
Understandable.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So something I wanted to talk with you about, you were a regular on one of the seasons of my all-time favorite shows, Smallville. How was your experience on that?
It was good. I mean, everyone on that show is ridiculously tall. So at 6'1", I was the short guy there, so that made me very unhappy. Tom Welling is really tall. Justin Hartley is tall. They're all very, very nice people. So I forgave them the tallness, and I powered through it.
I don't know if you feel the same way or you keep up with shows like Flash and Arrow, but I think what you guys did with Smallville kind of set the standard for shows like that.
I think that's sort of, those shows grew out of that. I think that's pretty obvious, yeah.
Yeah. Now, do you have any current or upcoming projects?
Yeah. There's voice stuff I can't talk about. There's a video game I can't talk about. There's a movie called Officer Down. And I'm spending a lot of time these days on music. I'm creating my second album. Project is called The Crash Tones, and I already put out one album for it, and this will be the second one, and it's really, really weird. And it's 90% of the way there, so I'm hoping to release it this year. That would be fun.
Oh, absolutely. I'd definitely be interested in that. So do you have any social media that you like to plug?
At Sam Witwer for Twitter. Then there's a Facebook thing, and I don't know what it is, but it's on the Twitter. The Twitter page links the other stuff. There's a Facebook link you can get from Twitter, and then there's a Twitch page. I've been Twitch streaming every now and then. That's how I can justify playing video games every now and then.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, Sam, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
All right, this has been Derek with Pensacon, and stay tuned for more.